Wanna hear a song? Find your voice, share your soul, make some music, write a hit. You can do it all. Make your dreams come true. Experience magic with Hear Your Song. The team's so talented, so kind, the best you will find. Sing with a doctor, begin a show, record your own music, get sheet music, so many possibilities. With Hear Your Song, sing about noodles, sing about doodles, sing about fears and cheers. Anything can be a tune. Do you wanna try? Ask the team, the process is a dream. So cool, so fun, hours of joy. A process for sure, not everything works, but take risks, take risks. Jack, Sophia, Diana, Sarah, Alyssa, Rebecca, and Dan. They'll be your biggest fan. They will help create melodies, a bridge, and even a chorus. It will be glorious. Reach out to hearyoursong.org and become a songwriter. Reach out to hearyoursong.org and become a songwriter.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at the 8th edition of Cheer Your Song. My name is Nicole Rodriguez, and I'm the programs coordinator at Hear Your Song. We are so thrilled to welcome 6 of our incredible songwriters, Cashawn, Jessica, Ava, Declan, Derek, and Ari. And we will get to their songs in a moment. But first, I would like to introduce Hear Your Song's co-founders, Dan Rubens and Rebecca Bredner.
Thank you so much, Nicole. So my name is Dan Rubens, and I'm the co-founder and executive director of Hear Your Song.
And I'm Rebecca Bredner, and I am the other co-founder and president of the board of Hear Your Song.
And for those of you who are new to our community, Hear Your Song is a national nonprofit working to empower children and teens living with serious illnesses and complex health needs through songwriting. And so what that looks like is we invite kids into an entirely youth-driven process where they are in complete control of every choice made in the creation of their song. So all of our kids are usually writing their own lyrics, but also can choose to record their own vocals, produce their own tracks, compose their own melodies, collaborate with other kids, and all of it's completely free of charge, and they can write as many songs as they want. Some of the songs you'll hear today are from songwriters who are on their 7th or 10th song with us.
Yeah, the songwriters you're going to hear from today met us through a couple of our partnerships with the New York City Department of Education's Hospital Schools program, with the Sickle Cell Society UK, and with our partnerships with 2 camps in the Serious Fun Network, Double H Ranch Camp and Hole in the Wall Gang Camp.
And what you'll see is a really wide variety of ways into the songwriting process. Some of our songwriters began with making instrumental beats. Some of them began with wanting to tell a story, but all of their processes are completely unique to them, and our amazing staff and volunteer facilitators follow their visions wherever it takes us.
Yeah, so you're going to be also hearing from some of our staff and volunteers today. They're going to join our youth songwriters and talk about what the process of collaborative songwriting was like, and the volunteers will be asking our youth songwriters some key questions about their songwriting processes.
And so as you'll see, it takes a huge amount of generosity to make Hear Your Song work, and that extends not only to our volunteers, but also to our community of supporters. So if you're able to help support Hear Your Song today, we have this QR code on the right, you can make a donation to hear your song. A tax-deductible donation of any value is incredibly important. Our fiscal year ends at the end of this month, and we still need to raise $8,000 by the end of August to meet our budget goals, and we believe that we absolutely can do that with the help of our community. So no matter what you're able to provide, we are so grateful for your support.
Yeah, we're just thrilled to be able to share these incredible kids' songs with you today. So we hope that you enjoy the next hour. You're going to hear lots of amazing songs. And yes, as Dan said, any support that you can offer is so appreciated. So let's kick it off. Nicole, let's go back to you.
Thanks so much, Jan and Rebecca. Before we start, we want to let you know that the chat is open to everyone, so feel free to show your support for our songwriters while we're listening to each song, hype them up as we celebrate their incredible words and music that they've worked so hard on. Friendly reminder to make sure that your chat is going to all panelists and attendees, which you can change in the drop-down menu if you need to. Okay, without further ado, first up is Cashawn, who is 24. He's zooming in from Brooklyn. We've been working with Cashawn since April through our partnership at the Hospital Schools program, which supports public school students living in hospitals and nursing homes throughout New York City. Joining him today are our programs manager, Diana Lawrence, our co-music director, Mark Soto, our spring intern, Josie Merman, and Cashawn's hospital school teacher, Grace Einhorn.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. I think we may or may not be getting Grace today. I really hope we do. But I wanted to start off by reading some words that Cashawn wanted to share with us about the background of on this song and why he decided to write it. It's an instrumental. So this is what Cashawn wrote for us. Hey, my name is Cashawn. I'm from the South Bronx. I'm 24, and I always had the ear and love for music growing up. I listened to all kinds of music, but grew up on hip hop and R&B. My mom and uncle played all kinds of music around me, such as Mary J. Blige, Snoop Dogg, Fabulous, and more. I never thought about becoming a producer or rapper, but I love good music. I enjoy music, and I can relate to. I love good music I can relate to, and life storytelling music. Many people listen to music, but not a lot actually hear the music. Growing up, I watched my mom struggle, but she always made a way for us and never complained or asked for help. I came up with a brand that represents her in many ways, which is called Fearless. She was never scared to go and get it. She taught me everything I know. My mom was never the type to ask for anything, and growing up, I watched as she wasn't afraid to do anything or second guess herself. I was always fearless, but I became even more fearless after my accident. In the early aftermath of the accident, I was scared to look at myself, and I didn't want to do anything. There were times I had thought of not being here, but remembering my brand and just my mom made me stronger. My mom taught me how to do taxes and more at a young age. And Cashawn, you said your mom's a CPA, right? Thanks to her, I was able to have the knowledge and courage to create my own brand. People are scared to do things, which is why they sometimes don't succeed. I try to encourage people with my brand Fearless because you can't get anywhere in life or do anything at all when you're scared. My motto to people is, quote, the only way to be successful is to be fearless, unquote. This really can go for any goals in life, whether it is going to the NBA or anything you want to do with your life. You just have to go and get it. Don't be afraid to fail. It's called trials and tribulations for a reason. This song process meant a lot to me because it was for my little brother who is incarcerated right now, but it was for him to basically explain our life story. My brother is the artist. I'm just the producer, so it brought a lot of different emotions out of us because it's personal. I never knew or even thought I would be good at this, but I had amazing help and learned how to use Soundtrap. Yay. I would love to continue with the Hear Your Song program. It's very therapeutic. I hope that when you hear this song, it touches you as much as it did for me. I just want you to remember this message. The only way to be successful is to be fearless. Thanks, Cashawn. All right. Thank you so much, Cashawn. Yeah. Put that love in the chat, people. Awesome. Thanks. Oh, Christine, who is one of the teachers at the hospital school, says, amazing, speechless. Just want to make sure you hear that, Cashawn. And Esther says, so inspiring, all these teachers that we get to work with at the hospital schools. Thank you to the hospital schools teachers who are on the chat, as well as everyone else. So Josie, I don't think you've heard that since we started working on it. You want to talk about how you interacted with Cashawn when you were doing sessions with us in the spring, and your reaction to the track now?
Yeah. I just want to say like it was so fun to work with Kashawn. Like every session we had was just like it was a vibe. It was so fun to work with him. He knew like what he wanted, what he didn't like. It was just like it was so nice to work with him. It's so good to see you, Kashawn. Um, yeah, it's changed a little bit. I think we had the main melodies down and a lot of the drum patterns already, but I love the way that it has grown. And also I really love it paired with um the rest of your brand. Like I love when with creative people like you kind of see like different aspects of their creativity coming together. So seeing it like with like the beat on top of, the shirts you're being made and also the motto of like being fearless is just like such a beautiful and inspiring thing. I really just like it was a pleasure to work with you and it was just it's great to see it come all together. So yeah.
Awesome. Thanks. And I see you were in the chat, Kashawn. That's awesome. You just said thanks. Or I saw it. It was up there. I can say specifically what it was. There's just too many things in here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I highly appreciate it. That's what Kashawn said. Mark, do you wanna
Yeah,
throw in a little bit here? You just met Kashawn
absolutely.
recently and started working with him on something new.
Yeah. So, hey, Kashawn, good to see you again. Um, I have got the recent pleasure of meeting Kashawn a couple of weeks ago, and we just started really diving into our work together. But I had the uh, the really good luck of getting to take a little dip into this track, this Fearless track, and trying to bring it together after um your work with Josie. I'll say about Kashawn and I kind of instantly resonated with each other. We're both Bronx kids, South Bronx kids. And so I think one of the most important things to me since I've been working with Hear Your Song has been as I come across folks from communities that I come from and seeing how amazing and creative we all can be together. And that is probably like um, one of the biggest things that have like has given me joy because um without knowing you, Kashawn, I know where you come from and I know your story because my story is very similar. And I think that's why we like resonate musically when we like work on the types of things we like to work on and the type of music that we grew up on, because I grew up on that music too. And so it's been beautiful to kind of see someone coming into their own on their musical journey and like being able to kind of hear the types of um, tracks and beats that Kashawn wants to make tell stories. And I think this track is an example of it. And the new music that Kashawn and I have been working on is also kind of a storytelling example. And I think you're doing it really beautifully. And I think the message that you're bringing, like Josie said, is super empowering and one that resonates with a lot of people, especially the no panic part on that t-shirt, because too many too many people when faced with adversity panic. And I think that's something we can all take away from these times. And yeah, I think it's just an honor to get to work with you, and I'm super excited to kind of see you grow as an artist and creative. So thank you.
Oh, thanks, Kashawn. Thanks, Mark and Josie. And Kashawn, thank you both for the audio that you created and for the words that you wrote as an introduction. That was brave stuff to share, and we're just really appreciative that you were willing to give us that part of yourself and say those things for us and for our audience today. Thank you. One more last Zoom applause for Kashawn.
Thanks so much, Cashawn. Our next songwriter, unfortunately, won't be able to join us, but she is a 9-year-old songwriter named Jessica, who is all the way in London. And we're going to be celebrating her anyway, even though she can't be with us right now. This is her 4th Hear Your Song song. We met her when she was only 6 years old. And today, talking about her newest song, we have Diana and 3 volunteers that helped Jessica bring this to life: Yolanda Harper, Prachi Sinha, and CG Smolev.
Hi, I wrote a song for the Amusement Park. It's really fun to make. I make new people. So check it out! Amusement parks are really fun. Amusement parks are number one. I wanna go every holiday. Check out the rides in Bounty Bay. At the amusement park, we'll have every ride. Every person who's free can come and play. Everything in the amusement park will be linked somehow. Then it would be my dream. Everyone would love to play in the park and check out rides. There would be a special park that everyone can share. There would be 2 long slides connecting everything. A dry slide and a water slide. In the middle of the slide, there'll be a big trampoline. People bounce on to switch side, or to bounce on, fly over everyone. A 50-foot drop that launches you down and up into the water. Down and up, 50 times. A 2-centimeter slide launches all the little toddlers because they're not allowed to go on the big ones. It's like a regular slide, but way safer, with an indoor bit that opens up to an outdoor bit. Amusement parks are really fun. Amusement parks are number one. We wanna go every holiday. Check out the ride at Bounty Bay. There's a cooling down place for adults. No kids allowed. They can sit and talk and become friends. There are big men and women giving massages. There's also a big TV where the men can watch their favorite shows and the women can watch their favorite shows. They can also press a special button to divide them apart when they want. The rides for adults aren't too scary or dizzying. They get rides like the lazy river. Adults will love them, but to me, they're too lazy. There will be a big fridge on a bridge with all the adult things at the top, and all of the kids' drinks at the bottom. In the middle there will be a secret room. Shh, it's a secret. There will also be a special disco room where everybody can party. Classic fun, pop and rock. Party time, party time, party time, party time.
Oh my gosh, what a journey, people. What a journey. Can we get our contributing volunteers to come on? So we've got Yolanda and Prachi and CG.
So
Maybe you wanna-
yay, Jessica!
I
You
know, I wish you
were
could
so
be
much
here.
fun to work with. You did an amazing job writing lyrics that take us directly to your music park. And it was great to be in sessions where you made the decisions about melody, about tempo, instruments, and feel. You were always positive and upbeat. And I just love how you put together different melodies and different tempos, just like what happens when you go on different rides and play different activities at an amusement park. And you created something for everyone of all ages. So once again, yay, Jessica.
Awesome, Yolanda. I couldn't have said it better myself. CG, Prachi, do you want to offer what it was like to work with Jessica and to work on this song? Maybe CG?
Yeah, I just want to say, well, I worked on this song during the initial lyric writing stage. I just want to say, Jessica, you were so fun to work with, and watching this fully made lyric video just reminds me of all the laughter we were sharing during that initial songwriting session, where you just have an incredible imagination that, I mean, all of the details that were included about that amusement park were amazing. And so you definitely have a future ahead of you if in songwriting, if you so choose. And it was.
Thank you, CG. Prachi, so you, while you are also a producer and a music maker, you've also become one of our major lyric video makers, because you're also really good at that. And so you were working on this video, correct? That was some of your work on this song.
Yeah, it was so fun. The first time I actually met Jessica was when we were like making the music video together, and it was so fun, and it was really wholesome. I feel like she has such cool ideas, and I'm so glad that we were able to execute everything. I love the lyrics on this. I love like the transition between party, like I love the transition to party time. I think like everyone is always dancing during that part. And it was so fun to like rework on it when I added the lyrics. Yeah, just like I'm so glad that I got to meet her, and I hope that I can continue to work on songs with her because she's really cool.
It's been great to see to go through a couple different songwriting processes with Jessica, at least in various ways, and she gets more and more confident and more excited about different details and different ways she can make choices. And she sang that whole song. That was her. So there's also that. She sang a very complicated song. And she wanted it that way. She wanted all those textures in there. She wanted the lazy part for the adults, and she wanted the party at the end for everybody. Just send her lots of good vibes. Our kids I encounter all sorts of different struggles, and sometimes they can't be with us when we really would love them to be with us. So just send a lot of good vibes across the ocean to Jessica, as she hopefully gets some rest because it's late in the UK. And let's give one more Zoom applause for my dream amusement park.
Okay, next up, from the great state of Maryland, we have 13-year-old Ava, who wrote this song with her friend Tyra at Double H Ranch Camp last month. Ava, would you like to introduce your song before we listen?
Sure. I wrote my song because we had a theme of Raccoon Rodeo at Double H Ranch, and I was in the raccoon cabin.
Hello, I'm Ava. I'm Tyra. What is the name of this song? I don't know. Raccoon Rodeo. Raccoon Rodeo. You concur, Tyra? Raccoon Rodeo? Yeah, I concur. All right. I concur. We concur. Raccoon Rodeo is complete. Is there anything you want the audience to know about this song? I did this for fun. Your hat's on and giddy up.
Old Town Showdown, no riding, it's exciting. The raccoons gone crazy, the lasso ladies trying to get the raccoons to get back in the saloon. Cowboys, cowgirls, dancing and twirls. Someone's gonna hurl. The raccoons gone crazy, the lasso ladies trying to get the raccoons to get back in the saloon. Who's gonna win? He hit his chin. You're going down, and it's so down. The raccoons to get back in the saloon. The bull lost, but at what cost? Yeehaw!
Amazing.
That was awesome.
So you worked most closely with Alyssa, our amazing co-music director, who's going to take it away with a conversation with you about this amazing song and the process that created it.
Yep. Hello, everybody. Hi, Ava. Good to see you. Yeah, so Raccoon Rodeo, tell me about it. What was it like writing a song with your friend?
It was very fun.
And how did you work together? Like, how was the process of like bouncing ideas off of each other, just the whole collaboration in general?
It was nice to have help because I wasn't sure what I was wanting to do, but we helped each other figure it out.
Yeah. Was there anything about this process that you felt like you were surprised by? Something was easier, something was harder? What was, yeah, anything?
It was hard to make the lyrics.
Nice, nice. And had you written a song before or no?
No.
And sorry, just another question. How did you know the song was done? Like, how were you, when was the moment where you were like, this is it, this is the song?
I thought it was perfect.
That's great. And then just one final question though. So we had started working on this, and then we didn't get to finish it during our first session. I was like, hey, do you want to finish the song? And you came back during your break time. What inspired you to decide, I want to finish this song?
I was having fun before.
Yeah, that's great.
Also, that was your first time. I know that was your first time watching the video because you got made just for this event by our amazing lyric video coordinator, Danny, who's watching. And so what was that like seeing it like all put together and the final production that Alyssa recorded the vocals on and did all the banjo production on?
It was really cool to see it all come together. It was really amazing.
And you have some big fans in the audience in the chat who are saying, love the raccoons and the banjos. Had a big fan of the Raccoon Rodeo. That was amazing. That was so good. It's gonna be stuck in my head. Amazing it's gonna be.
Like my whole day.
Yeah.
So good.
And then Ted asks, what is the raccoon's favorite drink once they are in the saloon, and can they play the banjo?
I don't know. They can play the banjo.
Here you go, Ted. Amazing. Rebecca, anything you want to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that it was really fun. I didn't get to work with you, but I just, if you have one word that captures your songwriting experience, what would it be?
Really fun.
Fun. Overall fun. Well, the song is super fun and is gonna bring me lots of joy. Thanks so much.
Is a sibling songwriter duo, so we're gonna hear from another family member soon to hear two songs that came out of one awesome camp week. So thank you so much, Ava, and congrats on Raccoon Rodeo.
Bye.
Thank you, Ava. That was so awesome. Okay, our next songwriter is Declan. We met this next songwriter just last week at Hole in the Wall Gang Camp. He wrote his own lyrics, composed his own melody, produced his own track, recorded his own vocals, and then made his own lyric video in just a few days. Without further ado, here's 16-year-old Declan from Massachusetts. Declan, would you like to introduce your song before we hear it?
Yeah, of course. My name is Declan Cassidy, and this is my song Hellraisers at Hole in the Wall. It has really been a great experience recording and just laying everything out for it, and I really hope you all enjoy.
camp vibes are finally here. Laughter and happiness everywhere. Making friends and memories of a lifetime. At Hole in the Wall Gang Camp. It's a special place in my heart, where we come to raise some hell and escape from the world outside. We're all Hellraisers at Hole in the Wall, singing songs and having a ball. It's where Hellraisers come to hide out, in a hole in the wall. We're all Hellraisers at Hole in the Wall, singing songs and having a ball. It's where Hellraisers come to hide out, in a hole in the wall.
Yay!
Hooray!
Mere days ago, that song didn't exist.
Yeah, it's very surreal to be presenting this to a Zoom audience, a webinar audience, because I feel like we were just starting working on it like a few days ago, because we were just starting working.
Literally like a week ago, yeah.
A week ago today, we were still working on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about, because you didn't even know you were going to be writing a song 10 days ago. So what was the process like of deciding to do this and the whole journey?
Yeah, of course. So like when you guys from Hear Your Song came in, you know, I just selected music when the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp asked me where I wanted to do my project, you know, because they have a lot of different areas and um, I've done some different singing in the past. So I said, you know, I'll do music, and just from first meeting you guys, talking about all you do for so many kids across the world, to sitting down, you know, writing the lyrics, making my melody, getting into the studio, recording. Um, just been a really, truly amazing experience.
Awesome. So I don't think you'd written a song before this. Is that right?
I've never written. This is my first
Yeah,
original.
that's what I
Yes,
thought. But you've done a lot of singing, and
I have.
you've done a lot of, I don't know, I would call you a music aficionado. I feel like you really think about songs. And in doing this process with you, you really tuned in to some specifics about the music. You're like, oh, there's a space here I don't like. Can we add like a note or a fill here? Or this seems a little out of tune. Can we change that? Like you had a really adept ear to the process. So like what is it like to now be in the songwriting realm after being such a good listener and such a good singer already? What is it like to be entering this world now?
Just really exciting. You know, really exciting that I got all these great experiences with you guys, and I really look forward to what the future holds for, you know, my work with you guys and just music in general. So, yeah.
So when we were in the Hole in the Wall has its own music recording studio. It is pretty
Yes.
awesome. What was it like recording in the recording studio?
It was really special. Like, there's 3 rules that Paul Newman had for the camps he created, and one of them was for the campers to be able to act and perform. So just to like be in a space that he had so much, you know, work behind and just holds that meaning is really special.
Yeah, it was our
Totally.
first
Yep.
time there. It was really cool to
Yeah,
also
we were
be
so
part of that.
excited to, and you were really a great host for us to like introduce us to all the traditions at camp, and you welcomed us really warmly. One question in the chat from Derek, whose song we're going to hear after this, is he said he's so impressed that you did every part. Which was the hardest, writing, recording, or video making? He says that he also wrote his first song about Double H Ranch Camp a few summers ago.
That's awesome. And I can't wait to hear your song, Derek. I think the hardest part was lyric writing, just because Hole in the Wall has so many great things they offer, and just like trying to think what I'm going to include and what I'm not, just to give a good mix of everything that's provided, but just like also to keep the song to like a good length, you know, because there's so much to cover.
What do you think your next song project might be?
I don't know, like I just hearing some of the other songs on here tonight have really inspired me just to see like what's possible writing songs with you guys. So really, I'm definitely going to give it some thought, and we will see what my next one is.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations, and welcome to the Hear Your Song community in the last 10 days.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Declan.
Thank you, Declan. That was a really beautiful song. Our next songwriter is currently working on about 5 different songs with Hear Your Song. We just met him a little over 2 years ago at Double H Ranch Camp, and he's been one of our most active songwriters. 10-year-old Derek from New York is about to share one of his most powerful songs with us, which he started writing last summer. And then we're going to hear about the process from Dan, Rebecca, Diana, and our amazing volunteer, Mona Pernell. Derek, would you like to introduce the song?
I think Derek just wanted us to play it, so we're going to just listen to the song, and then here we go.
Okay, thanks. I want to make sure the verse is nice and different, so I can try even more variation if you want.
I look forward to that. This is big. This is like a big song. It is. Yeah. A big song.
Walk, hop, jump, run. It would be so fun. I would run all day. Go to the playground and play. I would dart, slide. trip. Bounce, wiggle, sway, spin. Any movement is a win. I wish I could. I wish I could. I wish I could. I wish I could. I am stuck in bed. People help me get fed. Boring most days, all I do is stay. My legs don't move, they just lay. All the time they hurt and ache. So much pain, it's a shame. They want to race, not stay in place. They don't work, I'm so sad all the time. I wish I could. I wish I could. I wish I could. I wish I could. Others run so easily. My toes only wiggle. If only my legs could bolt, dance, shake, dash. Wish I could. So hard to watch others run and have so much fun. I struggle, I cry, sometimes I wish I died. Why, I ask, cool and mean God, where are you? I need you, God, give me strength to keep going on. Lift my soul. Show me some answers. Will I ever walk, jump or run? Show me some answers. When I join you, will I run? I look forward to that fun. For now I wait, filled with hate, but love for my family and song helps me go on. I run in my dreams, so good like ice cream, so thrilling, so fast. I would leave everyone in the past. I'd pass you, I'd race you, I'd chase you, I'd dart, I'd fly. Can't catch me if you try. I wish I could. 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 I wish I could.
So Derek, I hope we'll get to share with you after all of the beautiful things that people are writing in the chat about the song. There's been sort of the culmination of pretty much a year. I think it was about a year ago that we had that first session that we showed the clip of. And you picked out the images or the ideas for like what images you wanted in the video. So this was your first time seeing the video and hearing the cello that you requested, and the sort of our current version of the arrangement. So if you obviously can share your thoughts about where we go from here. But you have some really huge fans in the chat. So Diana, do you want to take it from here?
Oh, sure. Well, and this, you said this video is new for Derek to see also, and these were, the images were based on suggestions he gave you of what he wanted to see also in this video. And we've been really expanding into trying to give kids as much latitude as possible in the video making stage, not just the audio making stage. So you said a little bit, or no, I guess you said you talked to us about this, but I don't think we've talked to the whole group about what inspired you to share something more personal. Behind the scenes need to go. You're like, oh no, I don't want
the song. Okay, yeah.
It's good to know. We can have a separate behind the scenes video. Though it's really great. I love being reminded of that process that we got to have together. So what inspired you to make these thoughts and feelings part of a song for folks? What made you decide to turn this into a song? So I'm gonna pin this so I can see it more clearly. There we go. I went to songwriting session at Bethel Woods. I was inspired by a singer who sang about, go ahead and turn it over. He sang about the death of his dad. He challenged me to share my feelings. I asked him how he wrote about something so sad, and he said it helped him to write. We helped him to write about it. Yeah. It's amazing that it's one thing to hear somebody say it helped them to write about it. It's another thing to decide to do it and to step into that. So I think all of us are really impressed with the bravery it takes to do that, Derek. So you really involved in like every stage of the process. So like, what was the most, of all of the things that you got to decide throughout the process, what was the most important part of the process for you, the collaboration process? Oh, it's all important. I had a vision and the team brought it to life. The key tempo, the singing, soft and slow, like Sam Smith, was crucial. Singing sad and building. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I remember the first time that I got to sing the song, which was like a sort of like last minute decision. Derek, when we had a rehearsal, you told me to sing it sadder. So I tried to bring all the sadness that I could to it, because I know that it's really truthful and that it really is honoring your feelings and your sadness, which I think is so awesome that that you like just really let it sort of sit in that sadness.
Thank you. I have had similar experiences in working on this song with Derek, where he's like, sadness. And it's great to just have somebody challenge all of us to face that. And to face it, that is the message you want to send, or that's one of the messages you want to send, which brings me to the next question. Who do you hope will hear the song and what do you want them to take away from it? So I want as many people as possible. I even entered it in a contest and shared it in 2 talent shows. People need to know the struggle and sadness of someone disabled.
And I think it's really important to mention that so many of Derek's other songs are about joy and love and fun and silliness. And so it's really amazing that over the course of your many songs that you've written, you've really shown all of yourself, and we keep learning new sides of you in every song that you write. But it's, as Rebecca said, it's so powerful that you decided that this was a part of your experience that you wanted people to hear and really listen to as well.
Yes, we will say the next song or the most recent song you've written is a love song. So we're excited for that
We
one.
should also mention that that song that we played at the very top of Cheer Your Song was your theme song that you wrote for Hear Your Song, which we're very grateful for because it's amazing.
It was so much fun to do that with you. One more question. What's your advice to songwriters who are scared to put their personal feelings into a song? It's scary, but worth the risk. Getting emotion out is helpful and turns something sad into something positive. Agreed. I tell myself that a lot. I need that advice, Derek. Thank you.
And Mona, you were at the first session with Derek and helped really bring this song to life from the beginning. What's it like for you hearing it now almost a year later, and what, if there anything else you want to share with Derek about that experience?
Well, I will say I never got it unstuck from my head from the day that we worked on it until now, because it's really so brilliant. It was stuck in my head immediately. The cello was especially moving. Derek, that was such a good idea to add in the cello. That's one of my favorite instruments, and I thought it complemented your beautiful lyrics so well. And I was very impressed to hear a demonstration of your range, because that song at the top was so different from this song, which I've loved for a year. And I also loved the other one. So I can't wait to see what's going to come next from these. Is it 5 songs? Yeah. I want the album. I want the Derek album. I'm a fan.
We all want the Derek album. It's gonna happen.
Well, likewise. I mean, I felt like your bravery that day that we worked on the song gave me a lot of confidence, because you knew exactly what you wanted and you weren't afraid to communicate that. And it made me feel challenged and also safe to play around a bit, to kind of push my voice to a different genre than it usually sings in. And I felt a little shy. And then by the end of the day, I was so happy because of how you invited me to be more confident. Oh, thanks, y'all. Thanks, Derek.
Awesome. I think this is a great example too of how it the collaborative positivity goes in all directions. That we're here for kids primarily, but volunteers are learning and growing at every stage, and that is something that is also incredible to watch. That we all get a chance to move forward in who we want to be as music making people. I would love to keep chatting, Derek, but I think we need to move on to our last songwriter. Yay! It's a team effort. Agreed.
We love our volunteers too.
Yay! Thanks to all the volunteers that are here as panelists, and then also who have signed on to watch as audience members. Thanks, everybody. We have one more song. Stick around if you can.
Thank you so much, Derek. That song is incredibly powerful, and all of your words, I think, are very inspiring to a lot of songwriters here today. So closing out Cheer Your Song today is 11-year-old Ari, who is also Ava's sister. Ari, why don't you give us a little preview of what your song is all about?
Unmute yourself, darling.
My song is about my Great Danes. This is one of them. This is Halpert. And he was part of my inspiration. But it's basically about how slobbery they are, and they're just really adorable and super sweet giants.
Lips with drool hanging down. When they shake their heads, it goes all around. When you scratch their ears, just right, they purr like a kitten. I'm so smitten, yeah, I'm so smitten. Never seen a dog so cute. Ah, they're really, really cute. They're slobbery pups, yeah, they're slobbery monsters. They're slobbery pups, yeah, they're slobbery monsters. Ah, 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 they're slobbery monsters. Ah, 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 they're slobbery pups. They snuggle on the couch, they melt into you. They're great snuggle buddies, they know what to do. Noses are people, they're awkward too. They're just so amazing. Aroo! Never seen a dog so cute. Ah, they're really, really cute. They're slobbery pups, yeah, they're slobbery monsters. They're slobbery pups, yeah, they're slobbery monsters. Ah, 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 they're slobbery monsters. Ah, 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 they're slobbery pups. My old Great Dane where the seal so hard it dented the trash can. They're slobbery pups, yeah, they're slobbery monsters. They're slobbery pups, yeah, they're slobbery monsters. Ah, 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 they're slobbery monsters. Ah, 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 they're slobbery pups. Slobbery pups, yeah, they're slobbery monsters. They're slobbery pups, yeah, they're slobbery monsters. Ah, 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 they're slobbery monsters. Ah, 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 they're slobbery pups. They're Great Danes.
We got it. We got it. Yay! This one is still like on the in the song magic conveyor belt where we're still creating the video for it. It's but we definitely wanted to share the audio. That's where the song is now, almost at a final mix. How does it sound to you?
Yeah, I'm very
I don't know if you've heard
curious.
this mix yet.
It sounds amazing. I really like how it turned out. It was a really fun process to make it too.
Yeah. What do you remember about the process? What surprised you about it, or what was particularly fun or weird, or any of that?
I liked how we were still with people around us. Like a couple of my friends were making songs in the area too. So that was nice, and I liked how they joined in at the end for the chorus. I remember that part. But also what surprised me was how quick it took. It only took 2 sessions in one day. It was really fast.
Yeah. Yeah. We were on fire. It was great. You something that I remember about that day was that when we started, I think you were like, oh, I don't think I'm going to sing it. And then by the end, you definitely sang it. And I'm so glad you did. Do you have a sense of what made you change your mind about being the one to sing this song?
I guess to make it more special and more mine, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I'm so glad that that's how you feel. Mark, what was it like producing the song? So I don't know if you've gotten to meet Mark. Ari, this is Mark. He's one of our music directors, and he helped make the song sound incredible. So what do you want to tell Ari about your process, Mark?
Well, first off, I immediately, when the song came onto our docket after camp, and we all took our listen to all of the songs, I immediately saw the title, and I was like, I want to work on Slobbery Monsters. This is it. And Diana was like, yeah, I'm giving this to you. And when I heard the sort of initial sort of I was like, oh, this is gonna be so much fun. So yay you guys for doing this. And then the very end, I want to say that like idea to say they're Great Danes was possibly like the best part of the whole song for me. So yeah, I think I guess I'm curious, what were some of your like inspirations musically that made you make some of the choices that you guys made? What were you guys thinking about?
In the beginning, I wanted it to sound like "You Don't Know You're Beautiful" by the Jonas Brothers, or One Direction. And then I changed my mind, that's how it started. And then we went through different rhythms and melodies and stuff like that for different instruments and sounds, and it just turned out how it turned out. And I really liked different ones, and then it all came together, and I think it sounded pretty good.
No, it sounds great. Yeah, and I'm glad that you like how it's sounding now. Like Diana said, this is still on the conveyor belt. And hopefully we'll get some bells and whistles to add onto it and get it kind of sounding perfect, but you guys did a fantastic job and it's an awesome song. So thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Thank you so much for putting it all together.
Thanks, Ari. And I will say, Their Great Danes was 1,000% Ari's decision. She was like, this is going in the song and it's at the very end. And I was like, yes, it is. So thank you for that. It was a great way to end the song. I'm so glad that you get to be our song finale for this evening.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Ari.
Thank you all so much for being here today. And we are so proud of all of our incredible youth songwriters, Cashawn and Jessica and Ari and Declan and Derek and Ava. So please give them some more love in the chat. And thanks to all of our team, Nicole and Diana and Mark and Alyssa and Danny and Sarah and all of our board for supporting and making this possible. And please, if you're able to, support Hear Your Song and help us keep inspiring kids to make incredible art like the art you heard today. You can text Hear Your Song to 44321, or you can visit hearyoursong.org or share our info with a friend who might be interested. All of those songs will be available soon on our YouTube channel if they're not there already. So hope you'll check that out and hear about 400 more songs that are available that run the gamut just like these do.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for being here and for sharing this amazing Cheer Your Song event with us. As Dan said, please leave love in the chat for all of the incredible youth songwriters who presented today and for our wonderful volunteers. As you can see, it takes a really big team of people and a lot of work to get these songs over the finish line. So we would be so appreciative if you would help support us. Like Dan mentioned at the beginning, we're hoping to raise $8,000 by the end of August. So any small amount you can contribute is really, really appreciated. And let's all give a final round of applause. All of our songwriters and volunteers, you can turn your cameras on so we can have a final big applause for everyone and see everyone together. Woo!
Congratulations, everyone, and thank you to everyone for being here today.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Have a great night, everyone.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you, everyone. Congratulations.
Bye.